In the annals of Roman history, one name stands out for its unique origin: Emperor Philip the Arab. This remarkable figure, born Marcus Julius Philippus, hailed from the distant province of Syria, a far cry from the traditional Italian lineage of Roman emperors. His rise to power would signal a break from the norm, a testament to the ever-expanding reach of the Roman Empire. Philip was born in a small town, modern-day Shaba, where he spent his early years before his ambitious spirit led him to Rome. His rise to power is a tale of political savvy, military prowess, and an unyielding will. From his humble beginnings, he ascended the ranks, eventually commanding the respect and loyalty of the Roman legions. His journey to the throne was not a straight path, but one filled with twists and turns, intrigue, and power plays. Now, let's delve deeper into the reign of this extraordinary emperor. At the beginning of his reign, Emperor Philip the Arab faced a myriad of challenges. The empire he inherited was in turmoil, both internally and externally. The economic situation was precarious, with the value of Roman currency in a free fall. Internally, the empire was rife with political instability, with power struggles among the elite threatening to topple the empire. Externally, the empire was surrounded by hostile forces. On the eastern front, the Persian Empire was growing more assertive, posing a significant threat to the Roman borders. The northern front was equally volatile, with the Germanic tribes continuously testing the Roman defenses. In the face of these daunting challenges, Philip demonstrated remarkable leadership skills. He embarked on a series of economic reforms to stabilize the empire's finances. He introduced new fiscal policies aimed at restoring the value of the Roman currency and reviving the economy. He also took steps to curb the rampant corruption that had plagued the empire, holding officials accountable for their actions. In terms of foreign policy, Philip adopted a diplomatic approach. He understood the value of maintaining peace with Rome's neighbors. He negotiated a peace treaty with the Persians, buying the empire some much-needed respite on the eastern front. To the north, he adopted a similar strategy, offering terms of peace to the Germanic tribes. But perhaps his greatest achievement during his early reign was his ability to unite the empire. Despite the deep-seated divisions and power struggles, Philip managed to bring the various factions together, fostering a sense of unity and common purpose. These early years were not without their difficulties. There were rebellions, there were setbacks, and there were moments of crisis. But through it all, Philip held firm. He showed a resilience, a determination that would characterize his reign. His ability to navigate these challenges set the stage for his subsequent reign. His leadership during these turbulent times not only stabilized the empire, but also laid the groundwork for the successes that were to come. His early reign stands as a testament to his ability to lead in the face of adversity, setting a precedent for the emperors who would follow in his footsteps. During his mid-reign, Philip the Arab achieved significant milestones, yet also faced notable conflicts. His reign was a whirlwind of triumphs shadowed by looming storms of dissent and rebellion. Let's delve into the achievements first. Perhaps the most resounding of Philip's accomplishments was the grand celebration of Rome's 1000th anniversary. Yes, you heard it right, a millennium. In the year 248, this extravagant celebration showcased the Roman Empire's longevity and might. The festivities, which included lavish public games and spectacles, were a testimony to the glory of Rome, a city that had endured and thrived for 1,000 years under diverse leadership. However, the grandeur of this celebration was not the only achievement to Philip's credit. He also made efforts to restore and preserve the Roman Empire's economic stability, which had been under strain due to previous wars and conflict. This included monetary reforms and attempts to curb inflation, which, although not entirely successful, were indicative of a ruler who was keenly aware of the issues plaguing his empire. Yet as we trace the arc of Philip the Arab's reign, we also encounter significant conflicts. Notably, the eastern provinces of the empire were a hotbed of rebellion during his rule. The seeds of dissent were sown by the heavy taxes imposed by Philip, which were largely unpopular among the provincial populace. This led to a full-fledged revolt, with the provinces refusing to acknowledge Philip's authority. The revolt was led by Pacatianus, a usurper who declared himself emperor. This conflict was a significant challenge to Philip's rule, testing his leadership and military prowess. So, while Philip the Arab's mid-reign was marked by noteworthy achievements, it was also marred by considerable conflicts. The grand celebration of Rome's millennium stood as a beacon of Roman strength and resilience, while the Eastern Revolt exposed the cracks in the empire's unity. These events marked a turning point in Philip the Arab's reign. At the end of Philip the Arab's reign was marked by turmoil and ultimately his tragic demise. As the sands of time flowed, the once mighty emperor found his reign marred by rebellion and insubordination. The latter end of his rule was dominated by a significant event, the Battle of Verona. This was a bloody confrontation between Philip and his own troops, led by a rival claimant to the imperial throne, Decius. In the year 249, the Roman Empire was a cauldron of political unrest, with many eager to seize the throne. Decius, a seasoned general who'd once served Philip loyally, emerged as a formidable contender. The Battle of Verona was a decisive moment, a clash of titans that would determine the fate of the empire. Philip, despite being an astute ruler, was not a warrior. He was outmatched and outmaneuvered by Decius on the battlefield. The emperor fought valiantly but ultimately met a tragic end. It was a day of great sorrow, as the man who had once held the reins of the vast Roman Empire breathed his last on the battlefield. His death at the hands of his own soldiers was a poignant symbol of the treachery and ambition that marked this period in Roman history. In the aftermath of Philip's death, chaos ensued. Decius, the victor of Verona, ascended the throne, but his reign was short-lived. The Roman Empire continued to be plagued by internal strife and external threats. The death of Philip the Arab did not bring stability. Instead, it ushered in a period of uncertainty and conflict. Philip's death was a turning point, marking the end of a chapter in the annals of the Roman Empire. His reign, while brief, was significant. He navigated through a period of great change, dealing with both internal challenges and external threats. But like all mortal beings, he was not invincible. His death serves as a powerful reminder of the transient nature of power and the inevitable march of time. The death of Philip the Arab marked the end of an era in Roman history. Despite his short reign, Emperor Philip the Arab left a lasting legacy. As the first emperor of the Roman Empire to hail from Arabia, Philip's accession represented a significant shift in the very fabric of Rome's power structure. His rule set a precedent for the rise of future emperors of non-Italian descent, breaking down the barriers of birthright and opening the path to the imperial throne to the wider provinces. Philip's reign had a profound impact on the Roman Empire's relations with its eastern provinces. He was, after all, a native son of these territories. His unique understanding of the eastern provinces' cultures, languages, and customs allowed him to administer these areas with a level of insight and empathy that his predecessors lacked. This resulted in an era of relative peace and prosperity in these regions, fostering stronger ties between the eastern provinces and the empire's heart in Rome. His attempts at religious tolerance were also groundbreaking. Philip was known to have been sympathetic to Christianity, a religion still largely misunderstood and feared in Rome. He is often cited as the first Christian Roman emperor, though this claim is contentious. Regardless, it's clear that under his reign, Christians experienced a period of relative peace and were even allowed to hold high offices. This was a stark contrast to the severe persecutions they faced both before and after his rule. Philip's fiscal reforms also had a lasting impact on the empire's economy. Recognizing the need for a more stable and reliable source of income, he restructured the empire's taxation system. He replaced the sporadic and arbitrary tributes with a more predictable and manageable annual tax. This not only increased the empire's revenue, but also eased the financial burden on its citizens, fostering a sense of fairness and stability. Yet it was not all peace and prosperity. Philip's reign was marked by constant military struggles and internal conflicts. However, these difficulties only served to highlight his resilience and strategic prowess. He managed to maintain the unity of the empire despite the constant threats of invasion and rebellion. This resilience would serve as a blueprint for future emperors, demonstrating the importance of strong military leadership in maintaining the stability of the empire. His reign was also marked by significant architectural achievements. He is credited with the completion of the infamous Via Salaria, a crucial trade route that linked Rome with the Adriatic Sea. This route would prove vital for the empire's future economic growth and expansion. So although his reign was short-lived, Emperor Philip the Arab's influence on Roman history is undeniably profound. His rule marked a turning point in the empire's history, setting the stage for the rise of future emperors of diverse backgrounds. His policies fostered a sense of unity and tolerance, while his military and fiscal reforms ensured the empire's continued stability and prosperity. Despite the challenges he faced, his legacy continues to echo through the ages, a testament to his unique leadership and vision.